Hey everyone, and welcome to Anime Slushy Snack Size.
It's snack size because it's small.
I'm Phoenix.
And I'm Cube.
This is a very short slushy, just in response to something that popped up with the last Magia Record episode, where we compared Sana's existence with the AI sort of Uasa to the music video to Shelter. And Cube sort of mentioned in passing that she really didn't like the music video to Shelter. And a few people have asked what that was about. So we thought maybe we could just sort of stop and yell about Shelter for a bit.
Yo, I got a bone to pick with this fucking music video from 3 years ago or whenever it was. It's nobody's talking about the elephant in the room. And I'm here to fight the important fight that no one else will. Hey, remember this music video is fucked up.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, Shelter was a music video produced by A1 Pictures, which is an anime studio, for a song called Shelter, produced by Porter Robinson and Medeon. It was a collaboration between these two musicians, and it's A1 Pictures, so it's really nicely animated. Like, it's a very pretty music video.
Yeah, if you don't know them, they do like Sword Art Online, Darling in the Franxx and stuff. They're studio butts, but they were pretty low on the butts in this music video.
Yeah.
They restrained themselves. But yeah, it is very pretty. But it was written by Porter Robinson, the like concept for this music video. And how would you describe what happens in this music video, Phoenix? Oh, but also first you should watch it. You should actually watch it. It's a nice song, and it's a very pretty animated music video. That's all fine.
Yeah. And it is a nice track, and it's only 6 minutes long. You can watch it real quick. This isn't the normal level of commitment we would ask from you before listening to a slushy. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's very pretty. If you have seen it, you'll understand. Well, there's not much point. If you have seen it, there's not much point in me describing it. But anyway, it's a girl who's stuck in some sort of virtual world that she can edit. It's kind of like a really advanced Minecraft. She wakes up every day in a little glass box, and then she can build a world and she can run around in it. But she doesn't know why she's there, and she's been there for quite a long time. She has like a messaging app that says there's been over 2,000 days since she sent a message.
Yeah, she checks every day to see if she has any new messages because she doesn't know why she's here or how she got here or what's happening. But every day it just says, nope, one more day, no new messages. But then on apparently her 18th birthday, I guess it's a word of God or something, suddenly something appears on her tablet that she did not create, and it's memories. And she learns her backstory. And this is the part that's problems, and nobody wants to talk about it, but we gotta talk about it, because her backstory. So there was some kind of weird sci-fi world-ending event. You see like this moon-sized planet thing slowly getting closer to Earth. I don't know how that all is supposed to work. Whatever. And what her dad did. She lives alone with her dad. You see cute little her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a baby. I'm so cute." And her dad, who loves her so much, decides to spend his last, I don't know, few years or whatever, building a little rocket that he's going to strap his naked 7-year-old daughter into and put her in this virtual world and wipe all of her memory of how she got here or who she is or any of that. And then someday he'll suddenly remind her and give her a letter about how, hey, I really love you. Sorry I had to do this to you, sweetie, but the world was ending or whatever. I couldn't come with you for some reason. So now she's trapped here alone in space. But she's just so grateful to her loving father who gave her this beautiful future that she finds the strength to continue on. And you see her older naked body in the little shuttle. And she happy cry and she says arigato because her dad did such a beautiful good thing for her because of his fatherly love.
Now,
fuck this shit.
You may have noticed a certain amount of sarcasm in Cube's recap there. Because I can understand the thing that I think we're sort of reacting against here is that at the time when it came out, there were a lot of people looking at it going, "Oh, this is a really beautiful music video. It's a beautiful little story. Isn't this nice? Song's nice. He saved his daughter, da da da." And it's like, and I get that it's like on the surface it does look very pretty. And on the surface, the very basic version of the story is that there's a girl stuck in a digital world who doesn't know how she got there, and then she discovers that she was actually saved by her loving father from the end of the world, and she survived because of him. And it's like, oh, that's pretty. But it's when you examine the details.
The saved is in heavy quotation marks.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things, and at least one really big thing, that make this story maybe not as nice as it appears on the surface.
Oh, what to you is the one really big thing?
Well, mostly the being stuck living in a lonely hellscape for the rest of her life, or as long as this pod sustains her. It's probably the main thing.
Yeah, because like her immediate reaction to this horrifying revelation is like, oh, thank you, Dad. I have the strength to go on now. But how long can that possibly last before it's like, oh, I'm stuck in a tiny little capsule with no hope of any future other than to exist alone. I probably can't kill myself. Great. Great.
Yeah, because before that, she's sort of, there's a bit at the start where she's saying, oh, but I'm not lonely. You know, I've been stuck here for ages, but I'm not lonely. But obviously that's, you know, she's in denial. Whereas now she's like, I have you. I have this one message from my dad. And now I know I'm never going to find anyone else. It's such an odd choice to like not suggest that the pod was on its way somewhere, or that there might be other people still surviving or something.
That's the really weird thing, and something I really wonder about the backstory of this is you never see anyone else on the planet during the parts where it shows her running around with her dad, and that could just be like a time-saving choice or whatever, but I bet everybody else escaped, but he was like, no, I'm gonna stay behind with my daughter. and then it was like, oh no, you know what, maybe this didn't work out so well, I guess I am gonna die, better shoot my naked daughter into space. But at least then there would be a chance that she's going to meet up with the other ship. So maybe that's actually a better possibility.
There's also, like, if you knew she wasn't going to be able to talk to anyone, why did you build a messaging app into her simulation? It just seems cruel.
I'm just going to gaslight my daughter until the dramatic moment when I'll be able to send her that one last email.
I mean, even just sending the one last email just seems cruel as well. Like, why, you know, you wiped her memory. Ostensibly, he wipes her memory so that, like, because she was only 10 at the time when she was sent away.
She was 7, wasn't she?
No, 10, according to all the media.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the little diagram, when you see him working on it, it says Rin age 7. But maybe he was working on it for a long while or something.
Yeah, well, the Wikipedia and a few other places list her as a 10-year-old, and eventually as a 17-year-old.
Oh shit! Continuity errors!
The decision to tell her is weird because, okay, yeah, she's 10 years old, she's not going to be able to cope with this information. Let's tell her later on when she will be in a position to cope just because she's slightly older, even though, for all intents and purposes, she's essentially stunted. How do you age or mature or grow up if you're just, like, stuck in a pod by yourself for forever?
And now there's still nothing she can do with this information that we know of.
Yeah. She's just stuck there until she dies, eventually, of old age. It's just, yeah, there is, like, because the music's upbeat, and again, it's all very pretty and stuff, but it just, there's an existential horror to this.
And like, I do think some of that is intentional. Like, I know we were talking about it, and some people remembered it as, oh, well, the music video is supposed to be like super depressing, like a girl's last tour kind of thing. But it still ends with that like note of like beautiful gratitude for this wonderful thing her dad did for her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the takeaway, is like, oh, it's sorrowful but also beautiful, and now she has the strength to go on in this meaningless, lonely existence.
Yeah, it doesn't, the horror doesn't feel deliberate, and also, like, it's different to say Girl's Last Tour because the horror was directly something that was done to her.
Yes.
It wasn't like like Girl's Last Tour, it's like, oh, okay, there was some sort of cataclysmic event that ended civilization, they managed to survive on their own. Whereas in this, yeah, like, it was a choice that her dad made. And this just doesn't seem like a good choice. It seems like a bad choice.
It's very much like, I know what's best for my Moe daughter because I'm the man and I have to make the horrible sacrifice, but she'll appreciate it. She'll know I did the best thing for her by doing this thing against her will and trapping her forever. It's so beautiful.
It's just so odd in that, like, it wouldn't have taken much to give her some hope. Again, that's one of the lines at the end where it's like, now I've got hope for the future. It's like, why? Why do you have hope for the future? Couldn't you give us like a shot of like an alien ship spotting her, or like a planet in the distance, or something? Like the last shot we see of the pod is just floating in dark, empty space. Is it cool? Rad.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's all these screens on inside the pod, and is like, is she gonna be able to wake up at some point and look at these screens? Why are there? Why? I mean, I know it's a music video, so whatever, but it's still kind of funny that there's all these screens here.
And presumably one day maybe she wakes up and she can look at a screen and go, oh, okay.
She can wake up naked, trapped in a tiny capsule in space, covered in wires.
Yeah, she's sort of like mounted in it like the Matrix, where there's like, big cables going into her neck and stuff.
Some of them are going into like her sides.
Connecting your ribs to a big cable is very important for VR.
I got a jack in my ribs.
I get the idea that it's actually a very sad story and it's meant to be like that, but it just, the hopeful note contrasted with her actual situation is just a very odd, it's a very strange choice. And again, this is less about the video itself and more about everyone who said it was beautiful. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, like when it came out, everyone was so amazed by it. There was like this big stink over it getting deleted from our anime, and then everybody was arguing about what it does and doesn't count as anime. I don't care about that debate. That debate's stupid.
Yeah.
But like everybody was like, it's just so amazing. They should make an entire show of it. And it's like, what? No, it's what would that show be?
To be fair, if this was a show about, this was like the prequel, and then the show started with her being picked up by aliens, and now because her dad allowed her to survive, she gets to like adventure in space. A+, that sounds like a great show. I'll watch that.
Yeah, but that's totally not that's your own weird sequel fanfic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's not hinted at in this at all. If they'd hinted that there was going to be some grander adventure, and it was like, nah, it's just you're going to play Minecraft until you're dead. Apparently, the Porter really liked. He went to A1 because they created Anohana. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, Anohana's really good. It's really depressing and really good.
Okay, well, yes. Well, that's Porter saw that and said, yes, I want them to make this music video. So I guess synergy.
Yeah. God, it's like someone. I remember when we got into the discussion about this in the Discord. One person asked, "Well, so what? Do you think you should just let her die?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I don't think that's always a bad thing as opposed to like eternal suffering. Like there's Black Mirror episodes that have ended with that. Like the horror is someone being trapped in a little box forever in a waking nightmare as opposed to just being allowed to die.
Yeah, it's like an I have no mouth and must scream scenario, except it's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah. Weird. Porter also said that they were inspired by Interstellar 5555. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, the Daft Punk. I've never actually like watched it from beginning to end.
Yeah, it's like an hour long sort of film, sort of music video that's set to Daft Punk tracks that was animated by Toei Animation, and it doesn't look very Toei. Like it's from like 2003, but it has a kind of early 90s sort of vibe to it.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's really good. It's got a lot more of a story than this. Obviously, it's an hour long, and it's like about an alien pop band that have to hide from a government, so they come to Earth and disguise themselves as a human pop band. And it's fun. You should look at that one. It's an hour long. It's a bit longer, but yeah.
Well, hey, then you recommended the better thing.
The character's name in Shelter is Rin. So is it at all possible that this is actually an expansion of the Fate universe, and this is just another
This is the 50th incarnation of Rin.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just had to get it out there. It's like normally, like, God, I could go on forever about the weird logistics of like, why was this the only thing he could think to do with her? Obviously, it doesn't matter, but I do think about it because the situation's so fucked up. You made me think about it.
Yeah, it is one of those things. It's like sort of scary. So it's first of all it's scary, and second of all it's scary in a way that I don't think was intentional.
Yeah, those memories make me stronger.
Yeah.
Do they? Will they?
And it just seems like it would have been so simple to actually to suggest some hope. Like I feel like the hopefulness thing means that like we're supposed to think that maybe she'll get rescued one day, and for the moment she's just sort of like that's the only thing she can be hoping for, right?
I don't know, because she says those memories make me stronger. I'm not alone because of you, and then she's just like. I mean, it's like, no, you're pretty much directly alone because of him. You could talk about how the lyrics relate, but I don't think that the lyrics actually directly tie in well to the music video.
No, not particularly.
So that's why I'm not considering them in talking about this. Because it's like, I'll give them shelter like you've done for me, and I don't know whose perspective that would be from or whatnot.
Or who she's giving shelter to.
Yeah.
If it was her or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Again, maybe there's a big headcanon universe. Like she's going to go on to rescue people or something.
Whomst?
She saves a bunch of entirely digital aliens, and they get to live in a space with her too.
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah, I was thinking if you actually wanted to make a show around this general concept, it could be like a whole colony ship with a lot of young people that live in this digital space together, but they're just like buying time until they get to a habitable planet or something.
Or something.
And then they start killing each other. Whoa, it's a death game.
Well,
genre shift.
It is anime. It has to conform to some sort of stupid trope.
Yeah. God, I mean, the way that they animate Little Rin is really fucking cute. Why does it have to be so cursed?
Oh, I mean, it's like we said, it's a really well animated music video. Like it is really pretty, and yeah, and the character's kind of charming. The dad is like such fucking like hot dad. It's sort of funny.
Oh yeah, he's total like tired anime hot dad. But I like that the last you see of him is him looking up at this like Jupiter satellite thing that's gonna crash in, and he's just smiling like, yeah, I did it, I saved her. And then you see her naked little girl body crying, at like unconscious but crying, and it's like cool.
Yeah, not cool.
Excellent, well done, team. Anyway, I guess we shouldn't belabor it too much, but the demons haven't gotten out. I needed to say it. It's fucked up!
So that's us talking about a 3.5-year-old music video. I hope you enjoyed that.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We'll see you next week.
See you guys later.
Bye.